Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to show you how you can make a neumorphism effect with CSS. You can see that in this div we used neumorphism effects, and for those who don't know what is neumorphism effect is, basically in this div we can see that there is two box shadow is working. First one is, you can see that in the top left corner there is a white box shadow, and in the bottom right corner there is another black box shadow, and together those box shadow it's making our CSS effects neumorphism. Basically it's showing us that if there is a light source and the light come in this direction, there will be a white box shadow, and the opposite direction of the light source there will be a black box shadow. And it is what we can see in our real life, and you can see that it's very smooth. And also in Dribble you can see that the effect is very much popular. I believe in 2020 it's going to be a trend, so it's nice to learn how you can make this kind of effects. And also if you are using WordPress, I will show you how you can make these effects with Elementor and or any kind of page builder. You don't need to code anything, you can just make these effects without any code for those who are using WordPress. So before that we will see how you can make this kind of thing without CSS. So no more talk, let's dive into the code. So as you can see that I'm in Visual Studio Code, and here is my HTML file. So let's create a boilerplate, and here let's give it a title, and in the body let's create a div with the class of container, and under this div let's create another div with the class of Neumorphism, one. And if I save, so let's link the style sheet with our HTML style.css. let's go to a style. So first of all let's remove all the unexpected padding and margin. So it will remove all the gap. So after that let's style the container. So in this container it will contain all the content. So basically what we want is, we want all our content in the center. So what I can do is display flex and justify content center and align items center. Sorry, align self, not, it is align items, and it will take all the content and make it center. And also what you can do is padding 30 pixel all over the around. So after that let's go to our div where we will apply our neumorphism effects. So here it is the div, so let's call the class neumorphism 1, and here first of all let's give it some height and width, 50 pixel, and width will be also 50 pixel, and let's give it a background color and save it. So let's open it with our live server. So if you are using Visual Studio Code, you can install live server from the extension tab and search for live server, and here it is. Install the live server and open HTML with the live server, and here we can see it is our Neumorphism div. So we did not yet apply our effects. First of all, we need to apply this same background to the parent div, which is our container. So let's make the parent div background with the same color. So if I save, we can't see it because parent and child both are using same background color. So now what I need to do is to use our Neumorphism effects. We need to use box shadow, and so we will use box shadow here. So first of all, -3x and -3x for the y value, and 7 pixel will be blur, and our color will be ff, and 73 pixel blur, sorry, opacity. And after that we need to set another box shadow with some 3 pixel y and 5 pixel blur. Let's give it a color of RGBA, and it will be 94, 104 and 121, and opacity will be 0.288. so you can experiment with this color, you can use anything. So, and you can see how the result come out. So if I save, now you can see that our Neumorphism effect is taking the place. And so in the div you can see that in the top left corner there is a white box shadow, in the bottom corner you can see that there is black box shadow. Actually that's making this div with our Neumorphism effects. And here you can see that we are using -3 and -3 pixel x and y value. That means if it is the center and this side will be the minus x, means this value -3 pixel, and in the top it will be the -3 pixel y. So it will take this corner and apply this box shadow, which is our white color. And in this, here you can see that we used two positive 3 pixel and 3 pixel x and y value, means in this bottom corner it will use this blackish box shadow, and here you can see that our black box shadow. So you can see that how it is made with our box shadow, and it's looking already very smooth and nice. So what we can do is we can use border radius to make it more smooth. Now you can see that it's looking more smooth. And let's create another one. So let's create another div. We'll give it a name of, give it a class of Neumorphism 2 and then save. So come here and take the class. And let's copy the all style of Neumorphism 1 and paste it into the Neumorphism 2. If I save, and you can see that there are two divs, and what I can do is in this container, which is the parent of all divs, so we can say that flex direction column, and it will make this column. And what we can also set is we can use some margin so that we can have some room between those two div. So 10 pixel, save. Now we can have some rooms. Actually let's make it 15. So what I want to show you is we can set this box shadow in the Neumorphism 2 div is inset. Before this box shadow we can set inset. So what we will do is it will apply the box shadow inside the div. So you can see it in a moment. So also apply this in the second one. Now you can see that it's applying inside the div, not outside the div. So in this first Neumorphism 1 you can see that we don't used inset, so it will apply the box shadow in the outside. And if I set the inset value before this box shadow, so it will set the, so it will apply the box shadow inside the div. So you can see that it's also looking very nice, and this smooth UI. So let's create another one. Control Shift T, and it will be 3, and set that Neumorphism 3. And in this case, let's copy also the same as we can see there. So here you can see that our third neumorphism, but in this case what we will do is we will use 50% border radius. What it will do is it will make the div circle. So if I save, now we can see that we have this circle with our neumorphism effects. So what also we can do is we can also take a pseudo element, so neumorphism 3 after, and basically what I will do is, let's say content will be nothing and position will be absolute and height will be say 80% and width will be 80%. And after that what we need to set is we used this child element position absolute, so we need to set the parent position relative. And if I use the background so that we can see that the background, let's say this background, now you can see that that's our pseudo elements and this is our parents element. So this is actually the circle neumorphism 3, and in this square you can see that this is the after. So let's center it by flex. So display will be flex and justify content center and align items center. So you can see that it's centered. So also we can use border radius so that we can make this square a circle. So use border radius 50%. 50% will make it a perfect circle. Now you can see that we have this perfect circle. So now what we need to do is we can remove this background color, so and make it transparent and save it. We can't save because the background is transparent. Now what we can do is we can use neumorphism effect in our these pseudo elements. So copy the second neumorphism, which is this one. So copy this box shadow and paste it here. Even if I save, and now we can see that this nice ring effects means which is looking nice. So what is actually going on here is in this parent we are using our normal box shadow, so which is applying the box shadow in the outside, and in the pseudo element we are using this inset box shadow which is using this box shadow in the inside, and both are making actually this nice effects. So you can see that you can use all of these effects in your website, so which will make your website UI more smooth. And you can also experiment with this number and color scheme so that you can come out with your own result which can be useful for your website. So I actually recommend to use and experiment with these effects and see how it is going on with your website. So let's say if you are using CMS like WordPress and you don't want to write this kind of code, so what you can do is there is a website called neumorphism.io. This one, you can see that in this website you can create neumorphism effects without writing any code. So first of all you need to pick a color here. So you can pick any color, so I will pick this one. Here it is, and you can see that there are some slides which will control this div. So let's say I want this div, right, and second one is the radius. So it's actually the border radius. You can't see it now. Let's make the density little bit higher so that you can see it for now. So it's the border radius. Now you can see that you can control the border radius from here, and this one is the distance of the box shadow. So use it as you want. We'll use, sorry, there is the distance. So I will use this, and it is the intensity. So let's make it down there, and the last one is the blur, how much blurriness you want. So you can play with this slider and come out with your own result. I think this is looking nice. It's looking good, I think. So let's keep it right there, and you can see that there are for this icon, and which is controlling the direction of our box shadow. So you can set it like that. So I will keep it like this, and you can see that there is the code. You can copy the code and use it anywhere. So I will show you how you can use it. So let's go to our WordPress dashboard. Now here I am using, so let's go to a page. So here I am using Elementor. So let's go with edit with Elementor. So close this one and add a new section, and let's set it to the fit to screen. So you can notice that in here we used same background and deep background color. Basically the child and the parent background must be the same, and that's how the neumorphism effects looks more smooth. So we can also set the background of our this section with the same color, so that it's look more smooth. And let's have some column for column, and add a icon box. Any content you can add here. Here is our icon box. Now what you need to do is you need to copy this code and come to the Elementor and edit the column, and in the advanced section you can see this custom CSS. And first of all you need to select this column, which we can write only selector and a bracket, and paste this code under this bracket. Now you can see that if I close, you can see that our neumorphism effects is taking place. We can make it more beautiful. So let's have some padding and margin, not margin, actually padding will be good. So 80 pixel and 20. And also you can make the color so that it's look nice. Now here it is. You can see that that's the smooth UI. You can here see it. So that's how you can make it with your own CMS. And let's say, so you can also use it with the button. So let's drag a button here, and for the button what you need to do, you need to first of all, as always, selector, first write selector, and after that give it a space and write Elementor button. Elementor button, and after that give it a curly bracket and place your code here, which you copied from this website, paste it. Now you can see that here is our button. So It's looking nice. So that's it. You can use it also in your Elementor page builder, and also in any kind of page builder you can use it. So actually, so you have to copy this code and place it in your CMS. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share, and also you can subscribe the channel so that you can get more website related video which can be helpful for your web design. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Khuda Hafiz.